Hi, I want to talk to you a little bit about a trap that I made. It's a pretty simple trap. Now, there's 1,000 ways to make a trap, meaning for a rabbit or something that gets getting into your flowers or your garden. One afternoon I was like, okay, I don't really want to buy an extra one, so pretty good at making things from what I have around the house. But I want to show you this one here, and it uses a dog carrier. It's small that put together, and basically what it does is the animal goes in there and steps on the bottom plate down there, which this dowel, which is attached to the plate, is just barely on the wire. So everything is tensioned by just a couple of water jugs. And what this will do, it's been sitting here a few days, what this will do once it's tripped is it shuts this door here. I'm gonna throw a couple of rocks in here to simulate a rabbit or something coming in. I think you'll be able to see it work. But let's give this a shot right here. So that was a little slow, but it had been kind of sitting there a few days. But you get the idea of the principle, and that is that the dowel was pulled down, and these did pull it. But yeah, I'm a little surprised at the delay on that. But it did shut the door, and I think you can see here that a rabbit's not going to be able to push that open. If he does, he's a super rabbit, and you're probably going to need to come up with a different method. I kind of always liked this weight of just using water jugs. Of course, you could use anything, but you know, you just have a habit of making something a certain way, and I've been using water jugs. Of course, when it's been sitting out here probably 5 or 6 days, so it probably needs to be checked more often than what I checked. And it's been in the rain, so when I did check it before, it popped pretty fast, closed. So maybe the door was open too far, I'm not sure. But anyway, it's one method of making a trap. Another one I'll show you here in just a second. Okay, this one here, it used I don't have it set up. I'm just going to kind of show you the system that I had here. But I used that weight, and what I did was literally just hung the bucket over like that. And then what I did was I balanced the weight to where it would slide off this way. The snare activation was down here. There was a hole in the wire, and I put the weight here, and with a line, and with just a little trouble, it would slide off. And so I had it tied, and then I ran a line over here, and then back over here and down. Now, as far as the snare itself, I just used orange hay bale wire line. So it's not this has been successful, by the way. But what you do is you make a slip knot loop, and the loop needs to be about a 4-inch, like that. And you just put it down by the entrance hole. Now, how you can tell if the entrance hole of a rabbit, if he comes in and out of that same place, he'll make a little running path. The grass will be pushed down, so you'll be able to see where he's coming in and out. And so the line came from the weight over here, wrapped around, came back over here, and wrapped, and went straight down to the hole. And then I made a loop very carefully, and laid it out right at the opening down there at the bottom of the wire. The bottom of the wire had rusted a little bit, and there was a stem here. One of the stems had been rusted out, and the rabbit was coming through there. And so imagine down there, I just made the loop right up against the wire, used the blades of grass to kind of form the loop, and that actually was pretty effective. Within 2 days, he came back and he went through there, and I came out, and he was, when he activated, he yanks it, pulls it, the line pulls the weight off, and then pulls the rabbit or whatever you're trying to catch up in the air, and that was pretty successful. So another example of using weights to tension a snare. And like I said, I used orange line. I didn't think the rabbit's too particular about going through. So anyway, it's just an idea. If you need to set up a simple snare, I know you can look it up and there's fancier ways of doing it, but it's just an example of simple using a weight and a fence line, and then just running the line to make a loop for the rabbit. And I know a lot of other people, and it's very true, probably works fine, just put just the loop down there where the rabbit comes in, and assuming it'll just grab him, and then he won't go anywhere. But I kind of like the idea of actually grabbing and lifting him up. All right, just thought I'd let you know. Bye now.